I'm sorry that I left out the word that she has hookworms. I said she didn't have heartworms, right? Because everybody's like, oh, Lola has heartworms. She has heartworms. You're like totally neglecting your dog. No, I'm not. And according to Beezer, and I don't want to give too much information out about Lola, right? But according to Beezer, the vet said that she got hookworms around July. Man, I'm not throwing Mike under the bus, but he lives on a farm. I started, I started bringing Lola to Mike, like during the Saints preseason games, right? And he lives on a farm. And there's a pond, and there's puddles, and there's stagnant water. Tragic. Still in research, you bitch. Dogs don't get hookworms in third world countries, and they don't get hookworms from eating garbage. You dumb, stupid, ignorant fucking bitch. Morning, Ray Ray. How you doing? We've kind of figured out that Lola got hookworms from drinking out of dirty mud puddles on a farm. Because according to Beezer, the vet said July. Well, I don't know. Preseason started in like August, and I started bringing Lola to Mike's around August. Right now, Jake is going to be treated immediately, whether he has hookworms or not. Whether he has hookworms, because Tractor Supply has the medication. So yeah, Tractor Supply, and Jake is eating. Apologizes 1 minute, then cusses her out. You're horrible. Did you see her fucking live last night about me? I'm like, car. All I did was ask Beezer to ask Tragic to take down her. Yeah, Lola's gonna be okay. Lola's gonna be okay. I mean, she's sick. She's not eating right now, but she's gonna be okay. She's gonna be on medication for like 2 to 4 weeks, and then she's gonna start gaining her weight back. And everybody's like, "Oh, she lied. She's been starving, Lola." The fuck I did. When I was in Florida, yeah. When I was in Florida, I can drop shit food to Mike, right? Or Mike's mom. Michelle, you should be treated too. I don't walk barefoot out in the backyard. Like, I don't walk outside barefoot in the backyard. I don't. And when I stepped on the friggin' like pine needle, it was like outside on my cement driveway where there's no dog shit, going to get something out of my Jeep. And I just got out of the hospital and they ran so many goddamn blood tests on me. They ran so many blood tests on me with my little S attempt, right? I'm healthy as a motherfucker. I have like sciatica in my right leg. Nah, it's been a you thing for a long time. It's never been a you thing for me, right? I'm a barefoot girl. I hate shoes. I do too. I walk around my house barefoot all the time, but there's not dog shit in my house. There's not dog piss in my house, right? And I can't. Oh, Jake, you're hurting me. You're on my hip. You gotta move. You're on my hip. You're on my hip. Okay. Not even. I hate shoes. But I don't walk outside in my backyard barefoot. Like the dogs go in, the dogs go out. Hey Ray, how you doing? Yeah, 18 and I actually talked last night and today. Yeah, like the dogs don't shit on my cement driveway. I walked outside to my Jeep and there was a pine needle there that stuck in my toe. And I had a 90 something percent blockage in my right leg of my iliac nerve. And then I had a 70% one, which we didn't even know, in my left leg. And there was no blood flow to my foot. That's why my toe got necrotic. It had nothing to do with me having bookworms. I love how my haters run with the shit, and it's hilarious because y'all are hypocrites. You're hypocrites, literally. But Jake is going to get the medicine from Tractor Supply, and according to his weight, he's going to be treated whether he has hookworms or not. Period. And I guarantee you, and it's not Mike's fault. Like he lives on a farm. It's not his fault. But Lola was drinking like stagnant water at his house. And I guarantee that's where the hookworms came from. Because Beezer told me that the vet estimated that she got them in July. Well, I started bringing Lola to Mike's house during preseason. When does preseason start in football? August. And she was eating perfectly fine when I was gone. Well, we don't know because the dogs are free fed. Like, the dogs are free fed. Like, I don't feed them like in the morning and at night to where they gobble their food down. They're just free fed. And when I got Lola back, when I came back from Florida, is when she started losing all the weight. And I actually thought, and Bomb even said it, I actually thought that Jake was just being like eating all Lola's food, not letting her eat, right? And then I started watching them eat, and she wasn't eating. Yeah, she lost all that weight in like less than a month. And and so she got them in July from Mike's farm, but she hadn't been to Mike's farm. The vet can't June, July, August. That's like a month. The vet can't like differentiate from July to August. How can a vet know from July to August? There's no fucking timeline, but that's within a month. And she did not start losing weight. I'm not throwing Mike under the bus. 100%. It's not his fault. He lives on a farm. There's like a creek that doesn't have fresh flowing water under it. I'm not throwing Mike under the bus at all. And we talked about this last night, and I'm like, I'm not throwing you under the bus, baby. It's not your fault. Do you have a mod in here that can flock coral? You, because I'm not putting up with negative bull. I'm trying to get better. You're a very lucky lady that. I, if I've got a mod in here, Penny's gone. No one to smack my teeth at yet. Well, guess what? I open carry. Oh, you're talking a ball spot like that? I open carry, so I don't think anybody would ever smack my teeth out. Okay, Penny. Thank you. If you started taking a Lola's mic in August, how did you get hookworms in July? June, July, August. The vet doesn't have a timeline. That's within a month. The vet can't say it was July. She's estimating in July. She's estimating July. And that's like a month difference. The vet estimated in July. Well, June, July, August, it's a fucking month. Yeah, there's no specific date. The vet estimated that it happened in July. And yeah, Lola started going to Mike's house in August. It's not his fault. He lives on a fucking farm. There's like stagnant water and puddles. I mean, like, that's not his fault. And I'm not making excuses. I am so grateful to Beezer. I texted Beezer today and told her how grateful I am for her. I'm not making a mockery of excuses. Dogs get hookworms. It's common. It's no one's fault. Thank you, Cutie Pie. Because it's true. And Tragic's like, Michelle lives in filth. That's how Lola got hookworms. You bitch. I try to be nice to you. Q. Literally. And keep it up. I'm being grateful. I am so grateful that Beezer's helping me out because I get $1,100 a month disability, right? And I've got full coverage on my Jeep. I've got a cell phone. I have to eat because I don't get food stamps. Guess what? I'm going to say something else. There are 3 blood tests that have not come back on Lola. There are 3 blood tests that have not come back on Lola, right? And Tragic lied. Tragic said that Lola had 2 lumps on her and that was lymphoma. But you know what Tragic didn't address? A growth that's coming out of her fucking hip that is like exposed. Yeah, Tragic. You forgot to say about that bitch. You forgot to address the growth that is exposed that's coming out of Lola's hip and that 3 blood tests have not come back. If it wasn't for Tragic, it's not a skin tag. It is red, it is bloody, and there's a huge knot under it. Bye, Avery Lucky Lady. My dogs were on monthly preventative. That's why they don't have heartworms. That's why Lola didn't have heartworms. And I've got paperwork showing they were on monthly preventative. I have paperwork showing that they're both on monthly preventative. But Lola apparently like drank water from a contaminated mud puddle at Mike's house. It's not his fault. He lives on a fucking farm. He's on like 60 acres. It's not his fault. I'm not throwing him under a bus. But see, when Mike had the dogs, him and his son walked the dogs, right? And Mike's mom's dogs just stay in the backyard. Yeah, you go to a vet once a year to get their yearly shot. But she did go to the vet. She got blood work done. I have her paperwork. I'm currently moving out of my house, and there's like shit that I don't have possession of right now that Mike has to go through. I suspect the monthly preventive didn't protect against hookworms. Most do. It didn't. It didn't. It didn't. And it's not that I have dog shit in my backyard. And then people are like, oh, Lola ate plastic. That's wrong with her stomach. Lola doesn't eat the plastic. Lola absolutely loves water bottles. She absolutely loves like the plastic water bottles because she likes chewing them and she likes the crunchy noise. It soothes her. She doesn't eat the bottles. She crunches them. Like, do I have a fucking mod in here, or do I have to like click off, go to Rumble, and block these stuff? Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna have to refresh my page. I'm gonna pull up. I'm not putting up with this. Boss bot, can you give me a thumbs up? You can hear me? Cool. I had to click off and block some fuckers. Cool. All right, I didn't have to like refresh my page, but yeah, I had to go on my Rumble page and block some fuckers because I went live last minute, and I don't think my mods are here. See ya, haters. See ya. I'm not putting up with it. Literally, I'm not putting up with it. I don't give a shit if I block all you and I have 10 fucking subs. Do you understand? I don't care. I don't care if I have 10 subs at the end of the day. At least I have supportive people in my life. Tragic lied. Lola's blood tests are not back, and Tragic didn't talk about the growth that is openly growing out on her hip. And there are 3 blood tests that have not come back on Lola. Tragic's not trying to help me. Tragic hates my guts. Beezer's helping me. And Beezer's staying silent about it. But Tragic, you're a cunt. All I asked Beezer to do was for you to take down that community post and say that Lola did not have heartworms. That's all I said. But you want to do a 2-hour fucking live on me? You're fucking trash. And the hypocrisy on this platform is bit. It. I'm living out of my house. You're mad because Flavor said I was going to jail yesterday. Flavor said I was getting kicked out of my house. That's called Harris County Police Department or Sheriff's Office when I was on a motherfucking ventilator. No, no, there's a growth coming out of her leg. She has 2 fat pockets, but on the side of her leg, there's a growth coming out of her leg. It is an open fucking growth. It's not a fat pocket. But of course, Tragic wouldn't mention that. Of course she wouldn't. Tragic wouldn't say that there's 3 blood tests that haven't come back on Lola yet. She's not good people. Because if she was good people, she would just leave me alone. I've apologized over and over and over and over and over to her. So if she was good people, she would just keep my name out of her mouth. And Blunt Master, why do you... Well, you can hear her probation violation next. I don't have a probation violation, Elaine. Blunt Master, why do you like post shit on my fucking comments and then you delete it? Okay, give me a second. Bye bye, Blunt Master. Yeah, I hope Flavor goes to prison because I'm pressing charges and ATN knows this. ATN, I discussed this last night via email of what she did. ATN is aware that she called Harris County and faked being his wife, faked being Melissa Sabate. And his name, my last name is Sabate, it's not Sabate. Ignich. Tragic did not help me get in touch with Beezer. Actually, Gotti Girl did. And Flavor, I'm pressing charges against you. It's not illegal to impersonate someone. It's not. It's not illegal to impersonate someone. And I was on a goddamn ventilator. And Mike read out my shit. When I got to the hospital, I was unresponsive to stimuli. I was dying. They put me on a ventilator and they like medically induced a coma on me for 3 days to keep me alive. But yeah, but that felonious whore, her rap sheet is as tall as me and I'm 5'5 3/4. Literally. She has lied about it. She hasn't even admitted that she faked the medical records on her daughter's death. And you know what's hilarious? You know what's fucking hilarious? Paige called her out on the shit. Paige outed her. And then Paige was on her panel. 52 pages? Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm a munchkin then, Elaine. And then she went on Been Verified and she typed my name in, right? And it's like possible alternate names, blah, blah, blah. And she read out like shit that wasn't even me. Shelly Williams? I've never gone by Shelly Williams. When I was married to Jim, I went by Michelle Williams. I've never gone by the name Shelly. Ever. But she was reading out charges against the Shelly Williams. No one's ever called me Shelly. Ever. No one. Yes, 100%. Boom. It's definitely illegal to call someone and impersonate someone else. Oh, ATN's aware of it. ATN's a person aware of what she did. And like Bombshell, I need you to send me that fucking clip. Because I need to send it to ATN. Or you can send it to ATN. You have his email address. He's emailed you. She wasn't under arrest or under oath. You cannot impersonate someone. I was on a motherfucking ventilator and she called a police station impersonating my ex-husband's wife and said, I have a court order to get Michelle removed from the house. That is a felony. It's a felony. And I'm getting that shit sent to her PO. I'm calling your PO again, bitch. Why would Bomb send it to you when you said and called her a bitch? You know, Bomb was very ungrateful. Bomb was very ungrateful. I am concentrating on my recovery, but I'm going to handle some dirty shit that people did to me. Yep, yep. She doxed Mike for no reason. She gave his address and his name, and she used the excuse that I called her the N word. That was her excuse. And then she came back after the fact, and she's like, Mike, I doxed you because you gave my criminal record to the police. Bitch, it's public. Like when you doxed Amber and you read all the reviews, bitch, it's public. And that was your excuse for doxing Mike's address and Mike's name, right? That was your excuse. And you doxed him before that even happened. You know, Bomb started ragging on me, and it pissed me off. I did a good thing for her. I did a heartless good thing for her, and we actually had a good time and we were laughing together, and then she threw me under the bus. And that was shitty. Bomb owes me an apology. And has Bomb even taken a picture of the lawn ornaments, or did she sell them? Right? Like, I had 3 dogs, right? And Sasha lived well, Coco went first. And Coco was 11. Coco had a stroke. And I paid so much money at MedVet to save her life, right? And I brought her to MedVet to have her put down, and she died in my arms before they gave her the injection. But she was 11. And then Rocky went like a month later, and he was 12. And Rocky had heartworms, and Rocky was treated. He didn't get heartworms with my care. When I got Rocky, he had no hair. He had sand fleas so bad because the people that we got him from had to move, and they couldn't have a big dog with them. And so at their residence that they were moving out of, they had Rocky chained up in the sand, and Rocky had sand fleas so bad that he chewed the entire back half of his hair off, right? And he had sores because he chewed so much. And he had heartworms. And I took that dog in and I got him treated for heartworms and I put him fucking antibiotics. And man, he was gorgeous. And I got him when he was like 1.5, and Rocky lived to 12. And Rocky passed after Coco, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 months after. So he lived a long life. There are all jars on your mantle, not a flex. I had my dogs cremated and they're on my mantle. And then Sasha went a couple months after Rocky and she was 15 and a half. So how can you say I don't take care of my dogs? The other 2 urns are of Mason and Sadie, the dogs that got hit and killed in front of my house because of Etienne's irresponsibility. I got 5 urns. I've never done anything to anyone. I've talked, defended myself. What vows have I done? Michelle, please, it's the same thing every time you go live. Are you Gail? You can't even fight. Every time you need to stop. Bet me that a therapist would tell you this isn't healthy. Others that no, you just are like you want me to chase me off social media, and that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. All right, Ash, can you? Well, if Ash is here, yeah, Ash, can you permanently block Bestie and Gail? And give me a thumbs up if you do, or I'll just click off and do it. Yeah, block Diamond too. I'm not putting up with any more shit. Oh, because I talk to people, right? Oh my god, I talk. Holy crap. Bye, country girl. Ash, give me a thumbs up if you're blocking these people. If not, I'll click off and I'll just fucking block them on my own. Because, like, I don't care if I have 10 subs after all this bullshit. I don't care. I just want people to support me. I'm going into treatment on the 19th or the 20th. Mama T, I am. I'm going to court tomorrow. I'm going to plead not guilty because, like, my tag wasn't concealed. It literally wasn't. When you buy a car in Louisiana, ask Airbrush, because she lives in Louisiana. When you buy a car in Louisiana, they didn't, like, tape the tag to your back window. And my back window was tinted. My tag wasn't concealed. Right? Obstruction. Because I was being a bat in my Jeep and I opened up my hatchback. I'm like, look, mother, there's my tag. You're right, Brie. But Ash lives in Louisiana. When you buy a new car, they tape the tag to your back window. Apparently in Georgia, they give you a metal plate. And I was pulled over 3 times in like 3 weeks in my new Jeep because Psycho was calling her like, look out for the black Jeep. She's drinking and driving. I mean, I sat down with the chief of police and I talked to him about it. And that's my shit because I was pissed. I was so pissed. So obstruction, what the fuck did I obstruct? I opened up my hatchback and I showed him my tag. And there was no battery on a police officer. I didn't even spit on him. And there's body cams to show that. And that's what I'm going to court for tomorrow, and I'm pleading not guilty. And I actually talked to my bondsman last night and gave him where I was going into treatment. And he's a super fucking cool guy. And he's like, I'm so happy that you're getting help. I want you to get better. My bondsman's looking shit. I'm not rehashing shit. I'm going to court tomorrow. I'm pleading not guilty. And actually, St. Francis, I was on the phone with Mike, and I was like, I got to call St. Francis. And I got off the phone with him at 5:06, and they close at 5. But when I end my live, I have to call St. Francis and be like, why have you not faxed my records to from Dr. Velati? Because, like I said, I'm approved for detox. But they have to get my records for Dr. Velati to put me in long-term treatment. And I'm handling that shit today. So when I go to court tomorrow, right, then I'm going to treatment either on the 19th or the 20th. And I didn't buy myself any time. The judge had to recuse himself. He had to. I just kind of so you idiots didn't say anything up. But Mike has, I don't know, a couple more weeks to move all the rest of the shit out of my house. ATN's aware of it. I spoke to ATN last night. I spoke to ATN this morning. But we don't talk. Yeah, we don't talk. Ash, you want me to like screenshot our emails back and forth so you can at least yeah, they're talking. I've been knowing about the judge for months. Exactly. I just fucking mouth shut. And all you idiots that want to pose my court dates and stuff, yours couldn't connect the dots. You couldn't connect the dots. It's just how ignorant you are. You just want to try. Do you realize sober living isn't free? You still have to pay rent. Rehab is paid for. Sober living isn't. I'm paid for 6 months. My insurance is paying for me for 6 months, and I'm able to work, and I'm able to make $1,550. Google it on SSDI on top of my SSDI, and it's not 900 a month. It was 900 a month a couple years ago. Yeah, I know I have to pay rent. My son was in a sober living center. Also, I know I have to pay rent. So be like, I don't know, 250 a month, 250 a week. But my insurance is going to cover my sober living facility for 5 months. You guys, I love all you people that know about my insurance and you know what it's going to cover and you know all this. I understand. Like, you guys all know. You know about my insurance. You know what it's going to pay. You know all this shit. Well, oh, cool. Do y'all work for insurance companies? Do you work for Medicare Advantage? Or do you? Because y'all are just throwing shit in the air and hoping it sticks to the wall. I am being paid for 180 days. I'm only going to be in treatment for 28 days. My insurance is covering me for 180 days. I've already cleared it. I've already talked to them. I don't expect to stay anywhere for free. But by the way, I love that you work for Humana Healthcare. I love that you know exactly what my insurance is going to pay for. Because I do. I 100% do. And by the way, justice for Gary, AT and I are talking about getting a new realtor. Oh, justice for Gary. Gary's about to be sanctioned through the GREC. And ATN knows Gary's about to be sanctioned. Because ATN was on the phone with me when Gary fell down in my house and started yelling at me. Justice for Gary? Justice for Michelle. ATN was on the phone with me when Gary started fucking and yelling at me for no reason because I was talking to ATN and my phone was broken and it was on speaker because I couldn't hear on the phone without it being on speaker. Thank you, Amber. I know I got this. I'm not in contempt, dumb. Okay, bye. Can you block that person too, Ash? Literally, I don't care if I go down to 10 subs. Bye, Joe Cool. Bye. Ashley, can you block that person? Literally, I don't care if I go down to 10 subs. I just want people that are going to support me through this journey that I'm going through because I'm scared to death. I'm scared for Lola. I hope Lola gets better, right? And I'm scared for this change in life that I'm about to go through. What is the sober living place like? Lots of rules. Holly, I don't know. I mean, I know that I'm going to get random drug tested. I know it's a women's facility. I've got information on it, but I'm not going to give anybody else information on where I'm going. Ash knows. Mike knows. I think Beezer knows. I think Amber knows. Yeah, we're not answering that question. We're not answering any questions because I don't want anybody to try to flip it. They have medication and a shot that helps with alcoholism. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just going and I'm getting help because I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Holly, I don't know. Like, I know that it's a more lax place. From the government website, you need to look deeper. Essentially, you can work and earn more than 1,100 per month. No, 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 no. No, I can work and still get my SSDI. They changed the laws. They changed the laws. No, they changed the laws. I'm on permanent SSDI, and I have been since 2004. I can make up to 1550 a month and still keep my disability. Oh my God, I talked to SSDI also. Good morning, Mr. Jag. Holy shit, I'm covering my bases. Look it up. Once you earn 1,100 for 9 months, then it goes to TTW. No, it's 1550 now. And you can make that much money and keep your SSDI because I'm mentally disabled. I'm not physically disabled. Google it. Google it. I'm not physically disabled. I'm mentally disabled. And yes, I can earn 1550 a month and keep my SSDI. And why does it matter? Yeah, why does it matter? Or are you going to support me? It's 1550 a month to keep my SSDI because I'm mentally disabled. You sleep well, Michelle? I did sleep pretty good last night. I went to bed around like 9 and I woke up at like 5:30. Morning, Kay. I normally don't sleep well unless I like drink and go to bed. But, and like I'm taking, what do you call it? I'm taking gabapentin to help my leg. But it's kind of crazy because every other thing in my body is starting to hurt. My wrist, my back. Filter list, I've done the research. I've talked to SSDI. I'm mentally disabled. I'm not physically disabled. If I was physically disabled, then SSDI would be like, yeah, you can go back to work, you're fine. But I'm mentally disabled. Yeah, that's a painkiller, Mabel. They just upped my dosage. Like, I was supposed to take 600 milligrams 3 times a day, and now I'm on 800 milligrams. But see, the deal with me is I don't take pain meds, right? And when I do take pain meds, because my body, I've broken like fucking every bone in my body. Um, and so I've had like this natural, I guess, uh, resistance to the pain. Like my body's just dealt with the pain. If that makes any sense. Like all the shit that's broken, all the shit that's hurt, like my body's just built up a natural resistance to the pain. And so like if I hurt myself and I get on pain meds, then all the shit I broke starts hurting again. If that makes any sense. And so like I'm taking gabapentin for my leg, but every other stroke in my body is starting to hurt. And I refuse. I don't smoke pot, so I could go to a pain management clinic. 100% I go. But I'm scared to get addicted. I have an addictive personality. Duh. I'm addicted to alcohol. I'm addicted to fucking cigarettes. I am so scared. I'm so scared to go to a pain management clinic and get on like pain pills because I don't want to get addicted to that shit. If that makes any sense. I mean, that's how I justify it. But like, my wrist is killing me. My back is killing me now. And I think it's because of the gabapentin. And the gabapentin is supposed to be helping the sciatica and my high tolerance to pain. Wish I had that. I do. I have a very high tolerance to pain. But they're giving me the gabapentin for the sciatica. But I think it's knocking my high tolerance to the pain for every other fucking bone I've broken. Because I feel like I've been like run over by a fucking steamroller. Everyone knows if you trigger enough, she will show proof. Ash has all the proof. Well, the gabs actually pretty much aren't working. My leg is still numb. I'm still in pain. My whole leg is numb, and my whole right leg is numb. And my right foot is in so much pain. Like Mike rubs it constantly, like hard, and it doesn't help. And like I said, like I am 100% a candidate. What about CBD without THC? I've never tried that. Like I'm putting my friggin' wrist brace back on my hand because my wrist is killing me. And like that shit healed like, I don't know, a month or so ago. But it hurt so bad. I just don't want to get on pain meds. But I mean, I could bring friggin' MRIs in on my neck, my back, my knees, and 100% they would take me in. I don't smoke pot. So like I'm not on any illegal drugs. I just don't want to go to a pain management clinic. If your leg is numb, oh, this stent not working, Gavin. So when I went in the hospital, filterless chaos, they said that I still had a pulse in my foot. So they said that they think that the stent may be failing, but I still have pulse in my foot. And when they put the stent in, I didn't have any pulse in my foot. There was no blood going there at all. Michelle, you're the one that can fix that. Make a doctor's appointment. I'm gonna. But unfortunately, my doctor's like 2 to 3 weeks out on appointments, and I'm going to treatment in a couple days. And if I make a doctor's appointment and wait. People are like, oh, she's putting off treatment. She's putting off treatment. No, I'm not. Matter of fact, like I said, when I log off, you should look into CBD without THC. I heard good things.